this morning I was contemplating, and I was kind of talking out loud to my higher guidance and such, and I wanted to share some things that I think will be very insightful for others. And it's this, when I went through, people sometimes I think it gets a little confusing. Life Made Easier, living from the inside out. It really doesn't explain what that truly means. And so I was thinking today, I know how and I know why I did what I did. I know now why, but I understand, the process that I went through for my healing, and but it's with so many different options available, right? To show that I wanted it to be, to teach it and to use it to assist others. I always wanted it to be a positive thing. And I've explained that it's an emotional thing, right? When I went through my healing process, I felt my way through it. And I paid such close attention to my physical body, not my head, not my mind. Didn't pay that. I had to toss out because I'm a very creative individual, and when I'm in my head, it's not. It depends on where I'm coming from, but I can destroy the greatest things on my own, right? I get in my own way. That's how I think we get in our own way. When we get into our head, we get in our own way. And then that we no longer flow in life. But when we go into our bodies, we can flow we can move with the current of life, the flow of life, because it feels right, and our bodies just sort of move. There's nothing jolting, there's no friction, right, inside of our bodies. So I was thinking this morning, I thought, if I can feel my way into healing to where I am now, and I feel like I've been stuck in this rut, and it's been for about 6 months now. I just feel like I can't, I'm struggling to move forward, right? I'm struggling. So what do I do now? I can't move forward because I'm trying to look for this, for my feelings to guide me, right? I'm looking for my feelings to guide me. And what I'm finding, and I know this, my patterns are to follow what I feel in my physical body, right? And in my heart. But I realized today I can't feel or pay attention to what I'm feeling to heal anymore, because I've already taken care of that. That's already done, right? So now what? So I'm thinking to myself, now what, Leslie? What are you going to do now? And it's like moving into the next stage, right? We have to when one door closes, you need to move into the next one. And I thought, oh, good Lord, now what? Now I understand when you hit a crossroad, what does that mean when you hit a crossroad? And it means that now you move into the next portion or the next phase of life, right? And so I know probably for most people they're like, Leslie, this is like common sense, but to me, and to others, it's really not, because when your exterior has dictated your interior for so long, and that you actually have to introduce yourself to yourself, and that's what I mean by living through the inside out. You introduce yourself, to your beautiful, perfect, wonderful self, and you decide from what's going on inside of you. So if I could figure out those feelings to guide me forward to healing, right? And it was all about forgiveness, was all about forgiveness and moving forward, healing forward through forgiveness. But it's like, when you get to that stage, how do you transition and create feelings? You know, how do we create feelings that we've never felt before? How do you create feelings of security? How do you create feelings of real, love that's true? How do you create feelings of ease and grace in life when you've never known them, right? You've always lived what is the word, on alert, right? You've always lived your life with being on alert of your surroundings. But now you're having to learn you're having the opportunity given to live the life that you want. You get to choose, right? You get to choose. But you've never had that option before. You've never had the option. Nobody's ever said, well, now what do you want? Now you get to choose. You get to live your greatest life. What do you want? How do you choose? How do you choose that? And how do you, once you figure out, and is it stuff? Is it material things? Because, no, it's not material things, because most people in that stage are saying, I've had material things and they've easily been taken away. Well, I've had really wonderful relationships at the time that made me feel good, but I've had them taken away. And I've had all these things and they've been taken away. And that's why you stop feeling, right? That's why we stop feeling. So the next thing is, what now? What next? And I think that what next has to be inside of us. What is going to make us feel whole inside, right? Money, things, prestige, stuff like that. That's all wonderful. But does it bring you joy? Inner, real inner joy. Real, honest, authentic inner happiness. Inner peace. Right? Creating that. And then saying, what is it that I want? You have unlimited potential. Usually when you have gone through the healing process and you get to this point, you do know grace. You should know peace, inner peace. You should know inner harmony. You're at that space, right? You're at that place. And it's a good place. But now there's the next step, right? You're halfway there. It's a good, celebrate it, good job. You're doing a good job. But now, what's the next step? And for me personally, I'm going to take this journey with others because it makes it easier, right? It makes it easier. So my next step of this journey is learning how to feel my way to what I want. But it's like you feel your way to healing, right? Pretty much the same principles. But all those things that in the past have been taken away or have been have mistreated you. There's this deception, right? There was the deception in the past that you thought it was going to be this way, but it really wasn't, right? The deception in relationships, the deception with all kinds of stuff. But now you're doing this process from the inside of you that that guides you, that authentic purity of heart and soul part of you. And then you have to learn how to feel your way forward. How to feel your way forward to what you want. But that takes feeling worthiness. It takes trusting yourself. It takes having faith and confidence in who you are. And it takes creativity, right? But this is a really important type of creativity, because it's the creativity of creating your emotional stability, well-being in the future that you want. And so I encourage you, if you're going, today's a new week, this is a new year, and if you have been at that crossroads, really contemplate, what is it going to feel like? Imagine what it's going to feel like. Because, and just keep going and going and going until you just feel like inside you're going to burst with joy and excitement and enthusiasm. And when you do, then you'll know what that feeling's like. You'll know what those new feelings are like, right? These are all new feelings. And we have to create those feelings when about you, for you, and because of you. I hope this video helps you, and this is going to be a really great year. 2025 is a year of completion. It's a ninth year. It's the year. The number 9 represents the year. 5 and 2 is 7 plus 2 is 9. This is a 9th year, and this year represents 9, and 9 is the sign of completion, right? Completion and mastery. So this is a good year to really complete, put everything in the past, let the past be buried, and really start developing and feeling our way to what we want.